Welcome back to our collision cases. So today I'm joined by River. My name is Rachel, and we have another exciting case to show.
Great. Can you tell me more about the clinical history?
So today we have a 30-year-old black male who presents with worsening kidney function. He has an elevated creatinine of 3.1 milligrams per deciliter. His albumin was 3 grams per deciliter, but he had quite severe proteinuria, so his UPCR showed about 7 grams.
So what did light microscopy show?
Okay, so here we have an overview of our biopsy. We can see that there's quite a lot of chronicity. About 16 out of 27 glomeruli were globally sclerotic, and the interstitial fibrosis and tubular atrophy is severe. You can see some of the tubules over here are dilated with Tam-Horsfeld protein. And when we go to our trichrome stain, again, we can see severe interstitial fibrosis and tubular atrophy. So here we have a median power of our cortex, again showing severe chronicity, some globally sclerotic glomeruli, and some dilated tubules.
Were there any glomerular changes?
So here we have a picture of our glomerulus. We can see that there's some mesangial-expansion. We also have quite thick and rigid capillary loops. Here we can see another glomerulus with some segmental sclerosis. And here we have a glomerulus using the Jones stain. We can see that the capillary loops are collapsed. We have epithelial cell hypertrophy over here, and also some resorption droplets, protein resorption droplets. So this would fit with a collapsing glomerulus.
Was there any other glomerular changes like endocapillary hypercellularity or crescents?
No, we didn't have any crescents, no proliferation, but we can see on this glomerulus that using the Jones stain that there were actually quite a bit of holes within the capillary loops.
Interesting. How about immunofluorescence? What did that show?
So here we have our IgG immunofluorescence stain. We can see a 3+ granular staining along the capillary loops, so a very strong membranous pattern. And this pattern was similar for C3, and here we have also a picture of kappa and lambda. And another interesting finding is that we have some background staining within the tubular interstitium, also for IgG, kappa, and lambda.
Given those findings, did you order any stains to further work up this case?
So we did order PLA2R, which was positive along the capillary loops. So this proved that this was a primary membranous nephropathy. We also ordered exostosin 2, which was negative. And because we had the tubular basement membrane staining, we ordered LRP2, which was negative as well.
Were there any findings or deposits by electron microscopy?
So our electron microscopy did show that there was some subepithelial deposits, which went along with our diagnosis of membranous glomerulopathy. There were no subendothelial deposits. There were some rare mesangial deposits.
So you have multiple findings here. What was your final diagnosis?
So our final diagnosis was that, for one, we have the membranous glomerulopathy, which was PLA2R positive. We also had a collapsing glomerulopathy. And then thirdly, we had immune complex deposits within the tubular basement membranes. And that opened up quite a wide differential, such as autoimmune disorders, drugs, infections such as HIV, viral hepatitis. So we actually had 3 diagnoses in this case.
Wow, that is a great case. Let's turn this to the audience now. Do they think these 3 conditions were part of the same disease, or were they separate entities that just happened to align in one case?
Yeah, so great. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.